folks, and welcome to the Movie Mad channel. It's James here. How are you doing? Today, I was going to do my import collection part 2. I don't know how many parts I'm going to have in it, and to be honest with you, I can't remember which ones I showed you in the first one. My camera's a bit squint. There we go, is that better? So, I've not got that much time today. So I just decided that what I would do is I would show you the pickups and gifts that I've got over the last week or so. And then I can probably do my import collection part 2 tomorrow. But before I do that, I just want to have a little chat about Cex. I was speaking to one of the chaps in Cex because I was saying that I'd just upgraded my Greenland to 4K and I wanted to trade in the Greenland Blu-ray, but as it was a German release, they wouldn't take it. So I would get rid of it on eBay or something like that. And he goes, "Well, we actually do take German releases as long as they're Region 2." So I went, okay, I've never heard that before. He says, "So bring one down and we'll have a look." So I just picked, this was just an experiment. I don't know if I was actually going to trade it in or not. So I just took a random disc from my import collection down. In fact, I'll go and grab it and I'll show you. Here we are. It's the Guyver I took down with Mark Hamill, and to be honest with you, that's not my particular type of film. I got it, I watched it, I just didn't... Is it one I would rewatch? Maybe, maybe not. So I just took that down as an experiment, and when I took it down, he went, "No, sorry, we can't take that one." I said, "Okay." They said, "Why?" He said, "Because it doesn't specifically say Region 2 on the disc." They said if it did, they would take it, but there was no indication of it showing Region 2 anywhere. And they're right, it doesn't say Region 2 anywhere on the disc. I'm just going to check on the outside of this whether it says it's a Region 2 or not. On the inside bit, I don't think it does. And when I mean Region 2, I obviously mean Region B, because Region 2 is the old DVD code, so it's Region B for, shall we say, the UK. So that little experiment didn't go so well. I was in Glasgow for work on Friday, and I decided to take a look at the Glasgow Cex at lunchtime before I came home on the train. So I had a look, but there wasn't much there. But coincidentally, in fact, I did film in there. So what I'll do is I'll stop the video now and I'll put the footage in so you can see it. Let me just stop the video there and I'll put the footage in. Right, so hopefully you've seen the footage. And for me, there wasn't really much there. And honest truth is, I didn't have a lot of vouchers either. I usually try and keep a reserve of vouchers, and I had about £75 of vouchers, but I had to spend them. My son, in all his wisdom, decided to clean his monitor, take it off his desk, and in the process of doing that, he smashed it. So I was like, oh God, right, what are we going to do here? He plays Roblox, he's got a gaming PC, he plays Roblox and things like that on all the time. It's, you know, a daily usage thing for him, so he didn't have it. So I thought, right, let's just take it down and walk down to CX, see if they got one. I spoke to the guy in there, and he had one for £85. It was probably a better one than they had before. And I had £75 of vouchers on me at the time, so I went, right, fine, let's just get it. And then we drove down and picked it up later. So that was the week before. So when I went to Glasgow, I'd built up my vouchers a little bit. I got about £15, but when I was in there, I was like, do I really want to spend my £15 on that? And I didn't. So, and there was something that I wanted to get in the CX in Edinburgh as well, and that was £6. So I just decided to keep the vouchers and go and get the thing that I wanted from the Edinburgh CX. So I did. I picked it up, and I picked it up. I'll show you what it was. So I was like, how do I not have this in my collection? I'm a big Denzel fan. Probably one of his most prolific movies, Malcolm X. And I seen a couple of clips on YouTube, and I was looking at my Denzel collection up there. I'm like, do I have that? No, I don't. Why don't I have it? No idea. But it's an absolute classic, and I've seen it. It's a long film. I haven't seen it recently, and I thought, and when I was looking on the CX app, I could have got this for £10, but I thought, you know, £6, that's a great deal. I know that I've been doing some combining lately, so I'll probably combine that with another one of his that I've got up there. But what movie? So 1992. Oh, my receipt's in there. We'll take it out. Malcolm X on the disc. A few special features. Commentary by Spike Lee. Deleted scenes. Featurette by any means necessary. And the theatrical trailer. So I'm looking forward to watching that again. And when I was in there, so I say I had £15 of vouchers. So, you know, I had like £11 left. And I picked it. There was a few 4Ks in there that I could have took. There was Cliffhanger, which I did want. There was Red Heat, the 4K, which I did want as well. I didn't film in that one, but I could have took either two of them, and that would have, you know, that would have been more than my vouchers. And there was also the 6 Rocky Balboa on 4K, because I want to get all the Rockies on 4K. I've got Rocky 2 so far, and I'm looking for them in CX. You know, picking them up as and when I go, because I do like the Rocky films. And if you're going to have them, you may as well have them in the best format you can. So far, I've only got Rocky 2. So I could have picked Cliffhanger, Rocky, the 6th one, or Raw Deal with Arnold Schwarzenegger, which they would have been all good additions. But there was one there that I have been looking for a while, and I decided to take this instead of all of those ones. And it's a movie I do enjoy. I'm a zombie movie fan. I know there's a sequel coming up. I know it's a bit controversial with he's slapping people about the place and on the Oscars and that, but I picked up I Am Legend on 4K for £10. So that was my voucher spent. Oh, also, I do like to check on in these whether they've got Dolby Atmos and Dolby Vision. This one doesn't, but that wasn't going to stop me upgrading it. And it's got the Blu-ray in it as well. And you know the other thing, I do like when they're in a nice thin case, because that gives you more space on the shelf, doesn't it? So you've got the Blu-ray in there, 4K disc. I better check the disc after all is CX, you know. Let's have a look. There we go. I Am Legend Blu-ray. Perfect condition. So you probably can't see that down there because I've got the camera quite high today, haven't I? So there you go. And I think this will look decent. I always enjoyed this film. I always enjoyed The Omega Man, which this is based on. Also enjoyed Last Man on Earth, Is that Vincent Price? I think it is. That's a good one. The Omega Man is a good one, and this one's a good one. Enjoy all the remakes of this film. I think it's based on a book, isn't it? Can't remember what the book is, but I've always wanted to upgrade that one. And when I seen it, I thought, out of all the other ones, this is the one I want to upgrade for now. I've had my £85 vouchers, Mr. Whitelaw, or £75 vouchers. I could have upgraded a few others, but there you go. And then when I seen that one, that was my 15 voucher as well spent, 16 in fact. Well, I say I had 15, I had 15, 20, and I had a 90p voucher, so that covered that. But as I was about to make my decision go up to the counter, I seen another one that, again, I've always wanted. It's my favourite X-Men film. I think it's a great film, X-Men Days of Futures Past, and I've always wanted the Rogue Cut, where Rogue isn't the characters involved. And now the Rogue Cut only has 5 or 6 minutes additional in it, but it's always been £7 or £8 on eBay, or £6-7, and I've just never picked it up. And when I seen it in the CX for £6, I thought, I'm going to get it. I'm just going to actually spend money in CX, which is a rarity for me, but I did. So I added X-Men Days of Future Past, the Rogue Cut. Basically, it's the same movie, but there's scenes with Rogue in it that were all eliminated, and these have been restored to this one. And there's 2 discs. It's got special features and the Rogue Cut. So I've got X-Men Days of Futures Past in 3D as well. So I was hoping I could maybe combine that with this case, maybe get, some trays and put them all in together, because ultimately I do want to get the 4K this as well, but it's quite, again, I've not spotted it. But I don't know if the 4K has the Rogue Cut on it or not. So I like when he goes back to the 70s. I just think it's good. And Peter Dinklage is great in this as well. I think this is probably my favourite X-Men movie out of them all. The later ones get really terrible. The first 2, 3, and this one. First Class is pretty good as well, isn't it? Yeah, I like First Class. I'm not a superhero movie type of guy. I do like a few Spider-Mans, but I do really enjoy this one. So I took that one. The next one I got, which was thanks to Larry. I was watching YouTube Shorts, and a clip of this movie came up, and I'm thinking, I've not got that on Blu-ray. So I had a look, and it actually was in Larry's CX. So I asked him to pick it up for me, which he did. But coincidentally, do you remember all those ultraviolet codes you used to get, and you could load them onto Flickster, and they eventually moved over to YouTube? I must have had the DVD, so I actually have got a digital copy on YouTube of this one here. So I watched it, and then Larry kindly sent me the disc. And is it Captain Phillips? No, it's not, because what I've already done is I've combined it. So this is what I do. Now, if I've got a slipcover for Captain Phillips, that's fine. But if you open it up, it's Sally Miracle on the Hudson at the front of that cover. But on the back of this cover, there is Captain Phillips. But Sally Miracle on the Hudson is in there. It's a movie where, as usual, they try to blame the pilot for saving people in a plane, trying to get out. There was an actual fault with the plane. There wasn't a fault with the plane, it was a bird strike, wasn't it? But they try to blame the pilot, as always, and he proves them wrong. So thank you very much for Larry for sending me that. Appreciate it. And the last one, I think Larry found this in the charity shop. And when he found it in the charity shop, I said, I've seen that series. I thought it was pretty good. I don't think he got a fair chance. And that is the remake of Knight Rider. Now, I started watching this. Val Kilmer's playing Knight Rider, or Kit's voice in it. And the first 5 or 6 episodes of this is great. Then, for whatever reason, they decided to cancel the show halfway through the first series, even before it was aired. And in the second half, they severely cut the budget. how can you do a series, not even give it a season, not even give it a full season, and expect it to take shape and grow organically. I don't know. But Larry very kindly sent me this. I enjoyed the good few episodes of this series. I thought it was a good attempt at a remake, but just never got a fair chance. So Larry sent me the set of that, and I'm going to look forward to rewatching that. What I might do is I might digitize it so I can then watch it on my Plex. So that are my pickups, but I've actually got another couple of topics to talk about, and one is Plex. Now, I have a few movies digitally that I've digitized, backups and things like that, and I can watch them on my TV because my computer's on and I can put it on to my Plex. But apparently, you're now going to have to pay for remote streaming. I don't know if that's within your own house or not from the 29th of April. If that's the case, I'm just going to use a USB stick instead. But I thought, Plex is a good service. Why are you. Well, obviously, I know why they're charging because they want to make money, as everybody does. So I suppose, if it's a good service, would I pay for that? Probably would. Probably would. Hmm. I want to say I've actually cancelled a couple of streaming services lately. Uh, well, I haven't. The wife has because it was the wife that paid for these two. But Paramount Plus, Seven and MGM, I think they were like £11 a month between them, and said, why don't we just cancel them for a few months, and then you can have an extra £11. So even for 3 months, you get £33. Then you can always bring them back again. We've still got Amazon Prime, which my wife pays for, and I pay for Netflix because the kids use that all the time. So, as my son says, he's not into his physical media like me. The other topic is that Roy, I think it was on Thursday, kindly found this Blu-ray that was selling for £1.20 on Music Magpie that trades in for £5. Said new. Okay, so I bought 3 copies of it. Roy didn't get it in time and didn't get it, so I said to Roy, I'll send him one. But Music Magpie cancelled my order, and it said the discs didn't meet quality control. Now, it's a new Blu-ray. They didn't know meet quality control. You've put the wrong price up, and you didn't want to sell me it for that. If you're going to do that, be honest. That's a couple of problems I've had with Music Magpie lately. So that is my topics for today. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you've got any thoughts on anything I've said there, then please let me know. And I'll probably catch you tomorrow with my Import Collection Part 2. But I'll probably have to watch Import Collection Part 1 to remind what I've already shared because I put them all back on the shelf. So that'll be a difficult one. So, one last thing. Ollie Loves Films has asked me to be on his live stream again on Monday, and I am going to do that. So I think myself and Roy will be there. I don't know what the lineup is for this week, but it's Monday about 7:30. I usually stay on for a couple of hours, and then they stay on a lot later than that. I think sometimes it's just that 2.5 hours, I'm getting a bit tired, and I'm maybe not my best after that. So I just last time my headphones ran out of power, and I was in the car for a couple of hours, and I just think 2.5 hours is enough. But if they want to continue on with that, so I should be on for a couple of hours at least on Monday with Roy. If you wanna look at that, well, it'd be nice of you to join, and maybe check out all of those films and see if he can tell you what the lineups are. It's me, Roy, Sam will be there, Ollie will be there, and to be honest with you, I don't know the rest. So I hope to see you there. And that's everything. So catch you next time. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Oh, and girls, if there's girls watching. My chair is spinning.